We did it, guys. 100 subscriber. Yeah. You know, it's been a long time coming, but we finally hit 100k subscribers. This is gonna sound cheesy, but I just wanted to say thank you. I appreciate it more than you know. Especially you longtime subscribers who have stuck with my channel through thick and thin. I know I don't release content too often, so many thanks to you a lot for sticking around. Anyways, 100k subscribers is honestly nothing special in today's YouTube space, what with thousands of channels already over 1 million subscribers. But you know what? It is a big deal to me. Even with subscriber inflation, I still think 100k is an important milestone for any content creator, as that's generally the magic number where you can actually start considering YouTube as a full-time job. Unfortunately, I may have hit 100k a bit too late. As many of you know, ever since the adpocalypse, there have been some complications with YouTube's ad revenue stream. Of course, in this video I won't be discussing all of the details surrounding the whole demonetization fiasco, so if you guys want to check out a more comprehensive explanation, I highly suggest watching John Wolfe's video on the subject matter at hand. But just a quick summary. Since around April of 2017, in response to the WSJ's hit piece on PewDiePie, many advertisers began boycotting YouTube, essentially forcing the company to rework its advertising policies. In response, YouTube videos deemed not advertiser-friendly were either demonetized or had their ad selections cut in half, drastically reducing overall revenue. Mind you, all of this started way back in April. So what we're seeing now is YouTube finally getting around to telling people that their videos actually may not be suitable for all advertisements. So really, the dreaded yellow demon icon of doom is kind of a good thing, since it does let you know exactly which videos have had their ads halved, and it also allows you to file an appeal through YouTube, however futile that option may be. Honestly though, pretty much any video that is not 100% child-friendly is and or will be hit in the future. As far as I know, horror games and the like with excessive violence have already been flagged for half monetization. So really, it's only a matter of time before most FPS games are flagged by the algorithm next. It's gonna be an interesting Halloween for sure. But that's not it. To make things worse, there's new PewDiePie drama where he accidentally said nincompoop.
Jeez, oh my god.
Now, I'm not gonna discuss whether or not this makes him literally Hitler, because honestly, it doesn't matter. What does matter is how the media and certain game developers have responded to this controversy. Obviously, it's no surprise that Pewds has been absolutely vilified by various news sources, but what is surprising is the response from Sean Vanneman at Campo Santo Games. For those of you who don't know, Sean Vanneman, the co-founder of Campo Santo Games, has filed multiple DMCA takedowns of PewDiePie's Firewatch content. In fact, he's even gone as far as to publicly tweet his intent to, quote, reach out to folks much larger to cut him off from content. Keep in mind, this is after they wrote a paragraph on their main website explaining that we love that people stream and share their experiences in-game. You are free to monetize your videos as well. You'd think that if Vanneman really did care, he'd get a cost estimate for those 5.7 million tainted views and donate that amount to charity. But he won't, because he's grandstanding for social brownie points just like every other merchant of outrage. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. So what if Pewds gets banned from some overtly sensitive game company? Why should I care? Well, since a lot of gaming content, LPs especially, are not technically covered under YouTube's fair use clause, the same thing that happened to Pewds could actually happen to any content creator. Essentially, any YouTuber could potentially have their channel shut down because, by the way, if you break our morality clause in a contract you never signed, we can just pull your videos down. Accidentally swear? Banned. Watch anime? Banned. Pineapples on pizza? Banned. I'm exaggerating, somewhat.
Here we go.
You watch anime?
No. Do you?
But as someone who tries to make quality videos over quantity, emphasis on try, you can see why all of this is rather alarming. So,
If you don't know, now you know.
Anyhow, in summary, YouTube is falling on some hard times. And as bad as it is for larger, more established YouTube channels, it's definitely worse for those with a smaller subscriber base, especially those without sponsorships or outside income. So, in response, I've opened up my own Patreon account. What a fucking sellout. hey man, it's either this or I take every gambling sponsorship from here to Russia. Because honestly, those are the only sponsorships I ever get offered. You know, originally I was planning on making my 100k subscriber video all about hyping up my new Patreon account. What with ad revenue effectively halved and a possible DMCA apocalypse looming overhead. But as bad as I may be doing on YouTube, I still have a roof over my head, a bed to sleep in, and running utilities. So if you guys really want to donate, please donate to the victims of Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Irma. Personally, I suggest donating through charitynavigator.org, which I will also link in the description box below. Now, the reason why I'm suggesting you donate via the lists at Charity Navigator is because with a lot of the mainstream charities out there, you don't really know how much of your donations actually go to the afflicted. I mean, remember when the Red Cross raised $500 million for the victims of that Haitian earthquake? Well, they spent all that money to build a grand total of 6 new houses. So, case in point, do your research on a charity's accountability and transparency before donating anything. Look, my channel and Patreon will probably still be here in a month or so, while the families affected by Hurricane Harvey or Hurricane Irma may not be so lucky, with nothing to go back to. So don't worry about me for now. Honestly, it's crazy to think that nowadays we have things to worry about like identity theft with the Equifax leaks, a possible war against North Korea, and 2 Category 4+ hurricanes destroying parts of the United States. Yet, people still seem to care more about being offended over what a silly Swedish man said accidentally on stream. That's the type of world we live in. What a fucking sellout.